She does decide to shoot me.
Oh.
But
What's the protocol there?
she's gonna miss most of her shots before she runs out of bullets, so I wouldn't be too concerned. But
Okay.
I guess just zigzag.
Crossfire?
yeah, I would zigzag. That's probably a good idea.
Door is locked, but I believe she still has a key.
All right.
Should I go get my gun or?
No. I think you're good. She should be down here hopefully soon. So I want to start by saying I want to thank each and every person here. If it wasn't for you, this would not have been possible. A vision is nothing if it isn't for those who help execute it, and everyone at this table and those who have not been able to make it are a big part of the vision, making it happen over the last 3 months, and what's going to happen the next 3 months. Some of y'all may not know each other, so I'm going to kind of give like a brief. We got Tweety on my closest to my left. She's been huge when it comes to scrap-related things, as well as a lot of the efforts around the food court. In front of her is Wyatt, runs the lumber union and runs MOPEC. We've got Kevin Ram, who I brought into this cabinet to help expand our business efforts and with the market coming soon, TM, and we'll discuss that in a moment. We got Princess across from him, who I'd like to help take charge of our ambassadorship, or think of it as like, if there's issues and we got to send an ambassador, Princess will be that person. She's good with people, and I think resonating whatever our message is into something that people can best understand. And of course, Archibald, who's taken head of all our news-related activities. For those who are not here, such as Jasmine, Tilly, Michael, Ava's not here. Congratulations to her. She's a judge now, so she will have to take a step down from the cabinet. But that's a huge, proud moment, I think, for us. As, she put a lot of effort in, both in this council, but also, at the hospital, and now she's going to be a judge. So here's where I'm at with everything. These next 3 months, we have legislation in place. I just got done talking to the judges, and we're going to be posting up the weed legislation today. And hopefully within the next week, we can start getting dispensaries and grow houses up and going. Separate from that, I know y'all have, if you haven't already, right, we've been talking about the market. And I'm going to have a chat with the government tonight. And I'm going to ask them to open up the court center. If you don't know what the court center is, it's over in Vinewood off of Quartz Drive, which is off Rockford. It's that big plaza. I want to open it up and have it designed into a place that is a big fulfillment center. That fulfillment center will also have a handful of stalls that anybody, small business, independent individual can go to, open it up for 30 minutes, open it up for multiple hours. They can put their sign up and they can sell their goods as an alternative to having to purchase a multi-million-dollar property that no one's ever going to be able to find. That's the reality. Instead, now all of a sudden people from all over the city can come down and do their trades. Whether it's a couple vegetables, whether it's car parts. Even the lumber unit can send their representatives down there to show face and be a second place for people to buy and sell. And that fulfillment center will act as a, like Overstock.com, where any excess goods can be purchased at a rate that does not hurt the businesses, but actually helps them by ensuring that there is some supply out there. I'm going to be leaning on Kevin and Wyatt, and as well as you, Tweety, to kind of, since you have different backgrounds, food, space, regular business, mechanic shops, MOPEC, lumber union, to help make sure that we don't do something that hurts the entrepreneurs of the city, and that we make sure that we're also that the facility is always a means to help them both economically and otherwise.
For sure.
This is also going to be attached to our digital marketplace. We are going to start pumping Bitcoin, buying Bet, and effectively creating a crypto market and a savings account that our county is going to pay interest on for anyone who puts their money in on what I'm thinking is going to be 30-day CDs, which means that you put your money in for 30 days, it's locked in, but after the end of the 30 days, you accrue 5, 10, 15, 20% interest. But the money that is in there can also act as a means by which you can buy this cryptocurrency, including our own, and then trade it either at the market or through the website and use it to purchase things. So, for example, let's say someone went and wanted to buy 10 car parts. They could go in and nobody's around to sell them that. We might have 50 in stock. They go press the purchase button. They go to the fulfillment center. They can go and pick it up. So what that does is we're effectively allowing all these businesses to operate 24/7 through e-commerce and through our fulfillment center. So even if you're a 2-person business, you're able to sell your goods 24/7. And I think this is the plan is this is going to be the food court, except on a much bigger level, and a place where this entire community can go to, whether it's music events or to do commerce. And finally, it's going to be a place where there's going to be bounty boards. So let's say lumber union, let's say Wyatt here is like, oh shit, we got no lumber workers this week. We're hurting and we need X, Y, and Z. Either through Wyatt or through the market, he can put up these bounties to say, hey, I need this, this, and this. And people can get those contracts, complete the contract, turn it in, and they get paid with a bonus. So
I see.
that's going to be a big thing.
Yeah, that's dope.
Exciting.
Second big thing, I have spoke to Mr. Serenade. If you don't know him, he used to be a judge for a very, very, very long time. And Serenade is looking to take on some of the legislative things, specifically after Tilly's case. He's going to help us with tackling some of that. And he's also interested in starting what we are calling the civilian litigation, what was it? Accountability for police. And it's going to be a team of lawyers that we're going to pay. And it is going to allow any civilian that has any problems with the police, right? Like, let's say a cop ends up shooting you down while you're a hostage in a cash exchange. It's almost impossible for them to ever seek justice because they have to do a ton of work. They have to find a lawyer that's going to help them. These lawyers are going to be there to make sure litigation goes through. And I think that's going to really empower our civilians to feel like the police work for them and not the other way around. And when I say civilians, I truly mean civilians, right? Beyond that, I think those are our two really big battles. But I want everyone to know here that if there is something that you think needs to be done, that you want done, you are empowered by me. Just let me know. Hey, I want to work on this thing. I want to bring these people in and do this for the county. Just ask and you will likely receive. So, any questions?
Excited.
Good. Excited.
Yeah.
Ready to get
Hell
to it.
yeah.
I have a question.
Mhm.
So what do you think the timeline is to hear back on your request around Court Center?
I should know by end of day. I'm gonna, have a, it depends, right? Probably some construction, but I'm gonna ask about the feasibility and I'm gonna give them the plan. And I'm fairly confident that it's such a great idea that's gonna boon so much. I genuinely think this idea is so good, it's gonna reignite a lot of what has slowly deteriorated over the past couple weeks, that it'd be surprising if they're like, nah, you know what I mean? Not worth it. So
Okay. I think a good like place to start for this whole market to get off the ground might be to try and use that bounty board framework to build the fulfillment capacity for the things that we're
mm,
gonna need out the gate, right? So let's say we wanted to build the server racks, we would create the bounty for everything server related, and then we can sort of get a list of people who would be interested in working in that space. So one, we line their pockets, and two, we're sort of building the foundation for people who may eventually serve the wider market going through us.
yes.
And I think that can happen regardless of the space, but I think it's important to just like
I think that's a
know.
really good idea. So I'm gonna be out for a couple days. I am because I have some obligations on Friday for a handful of days. But what I will do, and so I think I'm gonna make sure that we're tracking this whole thing and breaking it down. And to your point, Kevin, I think having where so everybody here who does not have access to our email chain already, please do send me an email and we'll get you access to it. Also, send me your state ID. Is everyone here? No one here is a felon, right?
I am working on it.
Okay.
False identity situation. Not,
Oh, shit.
Not me.
Okay.
I'm in discussion with the judge about felony diversion for a mistaken identity.
Okay. Perfect. So what we will do is we'll get Princess. We'll give you the keys after that's all sorted.
Yes, that's all right.
But that doesn't procure you from fulfilling that role. It just would not be in an official capacity just because my hands are tied. But do send the information.
It shall be fixed soon.
Perfect. And so what we'll do is we'll get you guys email access. Michael's going to be you'll find that we are this team is extremely, what's the word I'm looking for? Organized. So you'll see that we have email chains for every effort. We have Trello boards for literally everything. And where I'm going with this is, to your point, Kevin, I think we should break down what needs to happen to reach our goal. And then based on the whether the authorization for Court Center and based on the time estimate on construction, we can then make a determination, right? Because we may end up determining like, hey, regardless, let's start buying up this stuff. Or regardless, we should get legislation in place. Or like, hey, we may not get this thing for 3 weeks. Let's rent or purchase out something to start with, right? And
I mean, we could do a fuck ton of work in 3 weeks, right? We just need to know like what's gonna happen when. This way, we're not like spending time and energy if they're just gonna kind of like make that happen for us. But if they're not, then we have to really like get other shit sorted.
I'd say so basic timeline I think is tomorrow, an hour before storm, if y'all are interested in this particular topic, we'll have a preliminary meeting where we break down, hey, what are the different things we need to do and come up with a plan, and then we'll like assign timelines to it.
Okay.
So that way we can prioritize like, hey, what do we got to tackle first? And whatnot. And I think the same, I'm going to do a different one with oh my God, with Serenade on that same thing. And as for notices, so for those of you who are sort of new to our way of doing things, we tried to communicate as best as we can. Obviously, everyone's on different timelines. There will be points of time, and I want to kind of give you guys this as a heads up. There are times where I'm just hyper distracted in 50 different ways, and sometimes communication falls over. Know that if you are not getting communication for something, it's likely not intentional, but, and this is sort of as a collective, is over communication always a good thing. So any calendar things, anytime things are scheduled, number one, don't feel like you're obligated to go to it if it's not something you're interested in or is outside of like your area of expertise, right? So for example, Achi does a bunch of news stuff. If y'all aren't interested in the news stuff, you don't have to come to the news meetings. You're more than welcome to attend and give your input, but don't feel obligated. In the very same vein, Achi would not go to a MOPEC meeting because he's like, not really my space. I got other things to do. You know what I mean? So more than welcome, never obligated. So
I do have a question.
yep, absolutely.
On the subject of MOPEC, are we going to frack?
Yes, I spoke with Nicholas Simone. In fact, he is very he not only do I want Nicholas Simone to help run the helm of that, unless you have interest, Wyatt, right?
No.
But
I figured
but-
since it was in the legislation, it'd be
Yes.
something that could be focused on for this term too. To get
Ye-
that running.
I think that's a great idea. And I think that's really, you know what? Let's turn the meeting before tomorrow as let's get the high level stuff down, right? And then like prioritize. And I think that's the key word, right? Priority, because we only got so much time in the day, so much legislative room, and only so much human resources. But I'm glad you mentioned that because Nicholas Simone is likely going to help run the air stuff over at LSIA alongside some others, but I think he's going to be a good number one. With that said, Jackie Snow unfortunately had to be taken off that list since, well, you'll find out soon if you haven't heard from the streets. So
I'm also going to say personally, I am a bar licensed attorney. So if you guys need any help with any legislation that you're trying to get going up or any legal issues, feel free to come ask me. I don't take a lot of cases while I'm working with the administration, but I have written my own legislation and I'm happy to help you all get anything organized.
oh yeah, thank you so much, Archie. Yeah, that's a great point. Everybody here, it not only can citizens pass legislation, everybody in this office, yeah, you want to do something, you want to help get it written up yourself, you can do that. I mean, Tilly wrote up pet legislation, for example. And even if you're like, oh, shit, this is too complicated or whatever, honestly, don't worry. As long as you can get words to paper, we can help you get to the end. It's actually easier than you may think. With that said, Archie, I think we should genuinely get somebody, whether in the cabinet or not, to focus on traffic legislation. Right?
Okay.
I feel like that's has been ignored. I bet there's areas of traffic that we can make better, like increasing speeds, for example, or yield and go, or whatever it may be. I think it's an area that we haven't had time to think about, and it might be one we want to really consider.
Yeah, rolling stops definitely aren't a bad idea, especially since I've been doing that anyway.
Yep. Absolutely. Okay. All right, easy. So tomorrow, an hour before storm, like I said, we're gonna kind of prioritize things. Don't feel like you're obligated to go, but all this information does get typed up and sent to the, city, Los Santos County email chain. So if you're ever away for a couple days, there's always something there. We try to keep everyone as informed as possible, and anything you guys want to talk about in the interim.
Well, you said before storm, right? Tomorrow?
Yeah, an hour before storm. Yeah.
Okay.
But I like that time since still getting the day started. Everyone's minds are probably more fresh, and then there's it forces a cutoff of the meeting because of the tsunami. So,
all right, sounds good to me.
All right, hell yeah.
And even thinking about it, I may go back and forth and think about it tonight on the fracking side of MOPEC, because I think if Cloak does a real good job with the material side and has been absolutely crushing it in terms of getting materials to these mechanic shops, and if I could have her just stay where she's at with that, and I could focus on that other part, we could possibly get it to where the fracking part's just as successful as the material part.
Yeah,
putting time to that.
I think that's a very good idea. I think it's always good to give opportunities to folks that have already proven themselves, instead of trying someone potentially new. And I agree. One thing, actually, Wyatt, would like you to start looking into is our ability to keep track of who we're paying for MOPEC, who we're paying for auto stuff is kind of shit. I'm wondering if you could take a look at it to see if there's a better way to organize it so that I'm not missing payments. We're not missing payments. Because it's going to slowly get more convoluted if we don't have a really good. I almost feel like we need an invoicing system.
We've got that already.
Do we?
Yeah.
Wait, how,
Every
where?
payment- lumber company.
Every payment that has been made is documented on who, what shop, how much is in the bank account, how many.
Oh,
materials we
for
have left.
Mopeg. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. I mean for like PD repairs, etc., etc. Like a tracking
okay.
system that we can expand to all the other things that we got to pay out. So like when we do
That's-
oil and stuff, how do we pay them? How do we track it? So that different shops and people can invoice us. And we have like one
Yeah.
place to sort it out. So something that makes it like real easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Okay. Hell yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got to get out there. I've got 50 missed text messages. I'm sorry I kept you for so long. I didn't expect the meeting with the DOJ to be as long as it was. But
Real quick, did you want to extend like an olive branch to anybody like in that Larry circle? Because his like second in command called me and asked if we had opportunities
let's
for them.
bring Larry down here.
Okay, I'll do it right now.
Yeah.
All right, I've got a dip, but
All right, Wyatt,
I'll be
you are a
on tomorrow.
legend.
appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Congrats again.
Hey Larry, come to City Hall. Nino wants to have a meeting with you.
Yep.
Very important.
Catch you
Very
later.
very important. Bring bubbles.
Okay. I say that we all sit at the 5 seats at this side and make them stand at the far end.
Larry, hello.
Oh, what about over here? This has got more space.
Whatever works for
What?
you. Honestly, I was just trying to put them in a position where they'd be more intimidated.
I think I intimidate Larry.
You
Hey,
did
How'd
talk
we-
him down real fast.
Absolutely, I did. He punched me in the face.
She threatened the guillotine him. It was fucking hilarious.
I did threaten to guillotine him, and I was not joking. But maybe I'll do that in Blaine County, you know?
yeah.
Nino, let me know if you need anything else regarding, whatever that you think that I'm able to assist you.
Yes.
Um,
1000%.
yeah, and like I'm part of the county clerk as well. I'm not sure if that's anything like will be useful in future for like if there's any changes or
Oh,
anything
that's
like that.
true. Oh, I should have
Yeah.
mentioned that. I think
Eyes on
what
the
I'm
win.
gonna do when Michael comes back, as long as I remember, is trying to get all of that to available to the entire of the team, so that like Kevin might be like, man, I wish we could do this thing, but I don't know how to do it. He knows that you're on the team too, and can kind of ask you. I think that's a great idea. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll definitely cook.
Sure. And do I have to speak to Pred about the Blaine counties? Because I know that like their system is completely different for the what you call it, the scrap
Oh,
yards and
scraps?
everything else.
I
Yeah,
would
do
if
I
it
have to?
deals with scraps. But I think that's the beauty of us having Pred in office. I think things are going to be very smooth.
Yeah, I'm going to now.
Because I
Um,
keep constantly every single day because my ad up is up way more than other people who got hired for the county clerk.
Yeah.
They constantly asking that if I'm responsible, and I always tell them that it's not. But technically speaking, I am able to. Because
let's.
I'm able to do it for the food court.
You know what? I think you, me, and Pred should have a meeting on this
Okay. sounds good.
because I think there's a lot of benefits that he's going to want and a lot of benefits we're going to need.
Or
So
at least some sort of if hypothetically speaking, if it's not under any like if I'm not able to do it, that's completely fine. But just give me like an actual reason, because the way that I'm telling people, even like professionally, I'm telling them that like only Blaine County is responsible. So now that the Pred is responsible for Blaine County, I'd like to at least if he still wants someone else to deal with it, I'd like to get like a better response to give to the citizens.
yeah,
That's, you know,
I agree. I think you, me, and him should talk about it because I think not only does it deal with scraps, but clerks as a whole. And I can tell you that we want to see change and bring in, have the mayors help control some of that. So
right.
I think by both of us being present and you kind of bringing some of your experiences, concerns forward, I think we could have a very productive meeting on that.
Sure, sounds good. You let me know anytime. My phone
Yes.
is always on
Okay,
for you.
absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
I'm gonna leave. I'm not sure if this is my.
Yeah, I mean, up to you.
thing.
Up to you. You can stay. All right.
Wait, can I stay?
Yeah, you can stay.
Oh,
100%.
okay, sure. No.
All right.
Mr. Chavez will be very forward when it doesn't need you around for something.
Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah, generally speaking, anything that is mayor related, everybody is welcome to join. I tend not to I try to gather as much. I wish we had like a way to know like who is around. But it's just not, technology sucks.
Maybe we should have like a sign-in board.
Ye-
Like
They
when
used
we're
to have a
around, we just
DOJ
put
hat
our
back in
name
the
up or
day.
something somewhere.
We used to be extremely organized in the first 4 weeks, where we were more organized. Hey,
And gentlemen, y'all stand on this side here with the chairs.
What the fuck?
Hey, what's up, guys?
how you
What's
doing,
up,
Larry?
y'all? Oh, where you want us to stand?
You can stand
Oh,
right there.
yeah, I
That's
stand on that
perfect.
side anywhere here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, Princess Elena, how you?
Hello.
I'm sorry. Only half my cabinet was able to attend. But Larry, the door is very open for you to assist or actually join the cabinet. I know after the defeat, it must hurt a bit, but I think this is better for you because ultimately, I don't believe you would have had any power despite what you were told. But if you do chose to join Los Santos County's mayor's office, that we can empower you.
I do like power.
You have 24 hours to decide.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Well, what would you have me do?
You figured that out. 24 hours, Larry.
Okay. All right. Okay.
When you come back, just tell us where you think you can help, what you'd like to do, and where you see yourself excelling for the people of Los Santos County and San Andreas, of course.
I'll do that. I can do that.
All right.
I can do that. Yeah.
All right.
I'll do
Easy.
I'm
All right.
gonna go do that. I'm gonna go do that.
All right. You haven't crashed out and caused a felony yet, right?
No. I've been
Okay.
holding.
Okay.
I put everything that could harm somebody. I put that in my apartment because I know something bad was going to happen. So I tried my best. Yes, I did hit Princess Elena, but that was just me acting out, and I do apologize.
That's
Look-
all right.
Look, here's the thing, Larry. I see the position that I have as a representative of the democratic voice and the people of Los Santos.
Now
And,
you got me.
and because of that very reason, any grudges go, once you enter through these doors, whenever you're acting as a member of the Los Santos County, cabinet, it's good to have differing opinions. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you still represent people out there, and we want to make sure that voice is heard properly. So,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
all right.
And I am one for the people.
All right.
I am.
So
Yeah.
give it a think.
Yeah.
Talk to your friends. Talk to other people that you want to kind of put
Hi, Sarah.
entrustment in,
How are
and
you?
come back and let me know what you think and where you see yourself fitting in. So,
Yes, sir.
all right.
I'll get back with you.
All right.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
You guys.
Toodaloo.
Sky's the limit, Larry.
Titty do.
No worries.
Oh, fantastic.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
I think that changed his whole life.
Bye-bye.
Entire course of his destiny has changed because of this one meeting, I suspect.
Yep. I agree. I think it'll be good for him because I think he's actually got a shitload of passion, and any differences do not outweigh the value for the people of the city. So, oh, heads up, there's probably going to be a lot of turmoil the next couple days because you can imagine that, you know, there's a lot of people probably really pissed off. I don't think there's going to be any violence, but there'll probably be a lot of stirring. And do
Oh, you
keep
mean
that
the
in mind.
12 people who voted for Silas?
No, I mean the people that collectively did not want me or Pred to win.
Oh.
So
like the 12 people?
no, I think there was a
I
lot
feel
more
like
than
it's
12.
BCS.
Yeah, probably BCSO is what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nobody's-
Blaine
I'm
County is
pretty
going to
sure
be on
it's
fire.
BCS.
There's nobody's.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest. After
I'll
they
do
split
my
the votes
best to
between
smooth things
counties,
over.
Yeah.
I can't believe that Pred actually got it after they split counties. I thought it was gonna be either you or him. I didn't think we'd get both.
I was pushing, well, so a lot of our voter base split the votes because they wanted to see me and Pred win. And when you factor in the split vote, like I can tell you right now, Cypress split, Vespucci split, a lot of Southside split.
All of Vespucci voted for you or Pred.
Yeah, like exactly. And
I'm the queen there. I told them to.
so imagine if there was not a split, how I think we would have won anyways by a
100%.
hell of a
Right back
lot.
on in the meeting.
So that
Deservedly so.
deservedly so. And here's the thing, right? I think the thing to keep in the back of our minds is, why did people vote us in? We have to maintain the why, you know, and we don't go off course as to what it is that we want, but what it is that the people want. Very easy for us to go astray. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is a legacy term. This is what everyone's going to remember.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah. Also, we don't have to worry about re-election again.
What do you mean?
Well,
There's no maximum term.
Wait, really?
wait. Oh,
You want to go
you're
again?
right. They didn't fucking put it back. You're
No-
right.
Yeah. Let's keep that mum's the word. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's keep your hair from going a little bit gray. All right?
Yeah. I'll try my best. Yeah, it's
Please.
a lot of stress the last 3 months. Hopefully the next 3 won't be as bad.
I
All
think
right.
we already overcame a lot of them in the first month or 3 months. So I'm pretty sure this is just gonna be an easy ship
You know,
to sail.
I think you're
Hopefully.
right. I don't think it could have been any worse. And I'm going to be real with you. Pred is going to tank all the aggro.
Oh, 100%. The best
Yeah, I mean-
smokescreen that any political operative could want.
Oh my God. You put it absolutely the best way possible. All right. Well, thank
And
you.
he's going to enjoy every second of it, too. So it's
Yeah,
like a
Kev,
win.
I am looking forward to cooking with you and Michael on some things, Kevin. It should be a good time.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Hell yeah. All right.
Yeah, let me know for the meeting with Pred, and then I'll sort it out.
All
if
right.
it's tomorrow or whenever you guys are
Perfect.
free.
Can you give me a call tomorrow morning too, just as like a
Sure.
reminder for me?
Yeah.
All right.
Will do. Thank you so
Fantastic.
much, Nino.
Anytime.
Congratulations again.
Thank you. Oh,
Let me know if
y'all
you need any more blushies.
y'all are free to use any of the meeting rooms up here. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, only a handful of them.
how do I
are
get
unlocked,
keys?
But,
Uh
you'll get
keys
them in-
soon TM. So send me an email with your state ID in it, and I will request the keys. It can take up to a week, and that will
Alright.
let you sign in downstairs. Keep in mind you don't get paid more than $700 an hour. It's unfortunate, but it gives you keys. So pick
Okay.
and choose how you'd like to use it.
Having access to an MDT around the city is very nice.
Oh, true.